Mayor Grant Creasy here at City Hall. Wanted to introduce Ted McLeod to you. Ted is our manager of parks. Welcome, Ted.
Hi there.
I understand we're going to take a little walk around the city today and perhaps identify some particularly noxious weeds identified as invasive species.
Yep.
Could you tell us what it is that we're looking for?
The first plant we're looking for is creeping bellflower, and what it is, there's a number of flowers on a spike, and then there's the spearmint-shaped leaves, heart-shaped leaves at the very bottom of the plant, and it can produce up to 3,000 seeds, and that's how prolific it is. The seeds are pretty viable, and they also have a creeping root system called a rhizomatous root system, and yeah, those are really difficult to take care of.
And so the creeping bellflower is one?
Yeah.
What other species are we maybe interested in?
So the next one that I'd like to talk about is the Scentless Chamomile. Scentless Chamomile can produce up to almost 1 million seeds, viable seeds in one plant. They can get pretty big, and a lot of people mistake it for a daisy, Shasta daisy, for example. But the big difference between the two is it's a fern-like leaf on the Scentless Chamomile. So that's the big difference. All other daisies and actually other weed species have a broader leaf. And the other thing with the Scentless Chamomile is the root system is pretty difficult to get.
So Ted, I think most people are familiar with the Scentless Chamomile. We unfortunately do have it pop up from time to time on city properties. Quite often it's visible in graveled areas, kind of seems to grow anywhere. What other species will we be looking at today?
Some other species that I'd like to talk about is Spotted Knapweed, and it's a prolific seed producer. It has it's quite a big plant. It's about a 4-foot plant, and it can produce quite a number of prolific seeds. And it's a thick, heavy plant that it can grow just about anywhere. So yeah, that's what we're looking for, and it's basically a long-stemmed, and then there's at the top is a flower on each of them, and there could be like 3 or 4 stems per plant, and yeah, and it also has a taproot, which is, as you know, if you've ever tried to pull a dandelion, the taproots are very, very hard to get the whole piece. A lot of times we break it off at some point in the taproot, and so its taproot will go quite deep.
So I guess a few things that all of these particular species have in common is they reproduce very prolifically.
Yeah.
And tend to grow in most any soils.
That's correct.
So that's some of the things that make them particularly hard to control. Ted, once again, appreciate your time and expertise. Look forward to going through the remaining invasive species.
Well, thanks very much. Appreciate it.